So yesterday I tried to shoot this story and I failed. I was like setting up different camera angles, delivering a little bit of speech, different camera angles, a little bit of dialogue. I failed. I think I was trying too hard. And so today, right now, it's just gonna be this angle. It's just gonna be one angle. It's just gonna be me talking to you, one story, one angle, 3 vans. Oh God. Okay, that sun's gonna, hang on, maybe even a little better. I bought my first van almost 3 years ago, Victor, a 1987 Chevy Beauville with 87,000 miles on it. It cost me $3,800. Okay, we're back to this angle because I like the excavators and the color, but I don't really care about the white clip-in anymore. I'm just gonna try not to give a fuck. Victor was a conversion van. It had water, it had a platform, it had storage, a sink, and it had those basic elements that make the transition from living in a house to your vehicle a little easier. Victor lasted 5 months before I blew the engine. I think I fucked up my car. And then after that, that's when I moved from Laramie to Jackson and kind of turned my whole life over. And I went to work. And after 5 months of work, I bought Robin. Robin was a 2000 Volkswagen Eurovan with about 147,000 miles. She cost me $7,800. And Robin wasn't a conversion van. I would simply just pull the 2 middle seats out, lay the back one flat, and then fill it full of all of my shit. Just junction here in J-Tree. That was interesting because I learned how to live out of a vehicle with 0 amenities. Standard, it was stock, because I always thought maybe I'd traded it or I'd sell it because those Volkswagens are pretty coveted little trendy cars. Robin has been the ticket for the last 2 years. Both of these vans were used, and what that means is they're going to need work. They're gonna need some sort of maintenance. Things are gonna have to get replaced. With Robin, that started with a check engine light. It was last February. I was down in Joshua Tree. The light came on. Right now I've had a check engine light on for a couple days. So I took it to a shop in Yucca Valley. And this shop tells me that I need a new AC pump. And I'm like, sure. Like, fix it. Like, I live in my car. I need my car. I want it in working condition. So I left my car and went back to Joshua Tree National Park. It takes them a week to get the part in, and then it's the wrong part. It takes them another week to get the correct part in, and then it takes them almost a week before I receive a phone call that I can come pick up my van, that everything's installed and it's good to go. This is all happening during the month of March. I'm supposed to be back in Jackson the 1st of April to start work. I'm living out of my backpack, bumming around in the back of campsites, and depending on others. And that's nothing new to this area, but it's new to me. And I had very little contact from the shop and things just kept going wrong. I started to get stressed out and it was tough. Today, what is today? Today is, I forget what today is and I can't say it because I don't want to be wrong. But eventually I get my van back. I'm burnt out from climbing. I need a change, and so I pack up my stuff and I head back to Wyoming. I make it back to Wyoming in like a day. And just pulling out of Hidden Valley now. I've spent just over 3 months here. I think I came home on a Saturday and then I started work the next Monday. Ideally, I'd like some time to like decompress and maybe digest everything I'd been through on this trip outside of what was happening with my car, life stuff. It's 7 o'clock, I'm just leaving Joshua Tree now. I just said goodbye to all my friends. It's such an amazing place. It's such an amazing people. I have so many amazing friends. So many amazing friends.
Turn right onto California 62 East.
Literally in a day's worth of time, I had to transition from transient rock climber back to dirt worker pipe layer. But that check engine light is still on. And so after a few weeks, I take my van into this shop in Wilson, Wyoming. This shop specializes in import vehicles. Hell yeah. They go through it and they tell me that the check engine light's really not a big deal. It's coming on because of evap codes or something. They tell me that my tie rods need to be replaced sometime in the future. But they also tell me that their biggest concern with my van is that the timing chain is making a bunch of noise. Now, I'm not a motor person, vehicle expert, but I know that timing chains, timing belts are very important. So I'm on the phone with these guys and I'm like, okay, can you look into it for me? They say no. What? Like, you're the Volkswagen European import specialist. Why no? Oh, they say it requires us to take out the entire engine. And with that comes a lot of variable. Things can go wrong when they reinstall the engine and it's just not worth it. And so I'm kind of like, shit, is this what this Volkswagen's gonna keep doing to me? Am I gonna continue to have to put it in a shop, out of a shop, spend money on it to keep it on the road? There's 2 shops in a 500-mile radius that'll do the fix. I probably called 15. So this further makes me question, should I continue to put money into this vehicle or should I cut my losses with it? Here's the thing though, the Volkswagen's paid off. Been doubling down on my payment. I don't owe a penny. $2,000, I think, fuck yeah, let's do it. So I trailer my van. Wow, the sun's really bright right now. This is not the best spot. It's the 28th of June. Wow. And I'm at work and I'm still going through some van issues. I'm heading to Idaho Falls right now to get a timing chain replaced in my van. It's a big fix. They have to do the whole engine drop. More about this later, but yeah. Here we go. I take it to the shop in Idaho Falls. I drop it off on a Saturday. No one's there. I put my keys in a drop box on the outside of the building that has no lock on it, and I drive away. 7 weeks go by. All of July, most of August, I have no car, and I am so thankful that I work for a company that will allow me to use their company pickups on the weekends. I'm so lucky. Eventually, they call me. They tell me that my van can be picked up. They did the fix. $300 part, $1,700 in labor. 0 payment, but I wanted to get those tie rods looked at. So just a few weeks ago, 6-8 weeks ago, I take it back to Wilson, back to the import specialist and say, hey, remember those tie rods that need to be, let's do it and let's get this van buttoned up so that way when I'm down south climbing, I have 0 surprises. They fire back this email with a list of shit that needs to be tie rods, thermostat housing, there's an engine coolant leak. They're sending me photos and I'm going through it and I'm like, why didn't you guys tell me about this when I first took my van to you? They want $3,500. I just spent $2 grand. I was thinking that was the last bit of cash I wanted to put into this. What I liked about Victor and Robin was the fact that they were used vehicles, meaning they were inexpensive, and it was kind of like a status for me of I can get by on just enough. I didn't need tall, big, expensive white panel van because I live in my car so I can save money and facilitate more time, energy, and money towards my goals. My goal is not to live in my car. But after having a blown engine, being stranded in jobs, take my car in and out of shops, trailer it over the hill to think about how much money I was putting into it to keep it on the road and thinking about how much more money am I gonna have to put into it to keep it on the road. I felt like I needed more reliability. So what do? I take that van to Boise, Idaho, I trade it in, and I get myself a new set of wheels. This is my new car. This is a 2019 Ford Transit. This is the most reliable van on the road today. This van has about 5,000 miles on it. This van cost me $29,990. The end. Thank you.